everybody, what's going on? Kaio-chan here, and welcome back to another video. And today's video is my reaction to Anime Horror Night 2012. For those of you who don't recall what this is, Anime Horror Night is an anime community project where we spend the entire day of Halloween watching horror-based anime and reading horror-based manga. And I can't think of a better way to spend the holiday than sitting around reading and watching things you really enjoy. For this year's Anime Horror Night, I actually got a lot more done, and the main reason for that is because of Hurricane Sandy. When Hurricane Sandy barreled through the Northeast, she left a trail of destruction in her wake. And when I say it looks like a bomb went off in certain locations, I am not joking. It is a disaster along the riverside and along the sea. It is a total disaster area. And because of all this destruction, schools were closed. So this whole entire week, there hasn't been any classes for anybody. And that's why on Halloween, I was able to stay home and actually really participate in Anime Horror Night. And this year, I started at 10 o'clock and ended around 2:20 in the afternoon. And I spent the entire day watching Dead Man Wonderland. Now this is a crazy, crazy anime. But I do have a couple of gripes with that, and I'll get to that a little later. For those of you who don't know what Dead Man Wonderland is about, basically it centers around this young man named Ganta, who is wrongfully accused of massacring his entire class. And he is sent to this correctional facility known as Dead Man Wonderland. Not only is this a correctional facility, but it's also an amusement park for the masses. And the inmates are forced to make a scene of themselves in public in order to get rewards. There's these points that they can get, but the most important reward that they need is this special candy. Around the necks of all the inmates, there is a device that will inject poison into them. And if they don't have this candy every 3 days, they will die because of it. So this series is pretty crazy. It's messed up from time to time. And there's just a lot of crazy events. There is this race that they do in episode 2, and so many things can happen to you. You can get decapitated, you can get shot with arrows, you can be put on fire, you can get skewered alive. Just so many crazy things can happen. And the crazy thing about it is that the masses think that it's all staged, that none of it's real, and that's just the real messed up thing about it. Not only there are these crazy races, but there are also these underground battles between people who have special powers. And they get those powers because of this crazy incident that happened 2 years ago. And it's just a crazy ass series, really enjoyable. I was watching episodes 3 through 12 plus the OVA because I already saw the first 2 episodes. Although the series was rather enjoyable to watch, I still have a couple of gripes with it. The first being that there wasn't really any closure. Throughout the entire series, they're either trying to escape the facility or they're trying to reveal what's going on behind the scenes. And by the end of the series, they still haven't done that. Ganta is still stuck in Dead Man Wonderland. He has yet to be cleared of all the charges against him. They have yet to really reveal what's going on behind the scenes in Dead Man Wonderland. The public still doesn't really know anything about it. So it's kind of disappointing that really nothing was resolved by the end of the series. In addition to that, I really wish that it was longer. It's just one of those series that really could have been extended more, but it didn't, and I kind of understand why, because the manga wasn't finished and things weren't published and they didn't have a lot of material to work off of. So I understand that, but I still wish it was a bit longer because 12 episodes for this series is kind of too short. It really needed to be expanded a bit more. I also really didn't like that some of the characters didn't get developed enough. We kind of get hints here and there to things, but it's not really explained all that well. So I wish they would have done a little bit more with that. And it's just one of those series that I wish was more. There really could have been a lot more to it. And it could have been a 26 episode series. It really should have been. And I really wish it does get a second season. I don't think it will, but I really wish it does because it's just one of those series that needs a little bit more. But still, it's a rather enjoyable series. I enjoyed the characters. One of my favorites in this whole entire series was Crow. That's his nickname, Underground. and he's just a cool-ass character, and I love the OVA because it's centered around him, and that was just pretty epic. You saw his backstory about, you know, what he did before he was put in Deadman Wonderland, and I just really enjoyed that. So, overall, Deadman Wonderland is a pretty good series. It's definitely worth checking out. As a score, I'd probably give it a 7.5 out of 10, just because of those issues that I mentioned earlier. So, if you haven't checked it out yet, I totally recommend you do. I'm sure you'll enjoy it, especially if you're a fan of action and horror-based anime. And that's pretty much all for me this video. Hope you guys enjoyed. If you watched or read anything special on Halloween, let me know in the comment section below, or make a video response. I look forward to finding out what everyone else was doing. And that's it for this video. Again, hope you guys enjoyed, and I will see you guys next time.